Since enterprise performance management methods have been around for decades and arguably before even computers, why is there interest? And I'm going to take about 3 to 4 minutes and rapidly go through these 8 forces, and the rest of my webinar will dive into 4 of them in more detail. The first one is executives' frustration with strategy failure. Executives are quite good at formulating strategy. Their big frustration is failure to successfully execute it. And there's a fair amount of evidence, even starting with Carly Fiorini of HP, who was terminated by the board of directors when she couldn't implement the strategy. Increased accountability. Today, there is no place to hide. Employees will be monitored and measured. It doesn't mean that their job security is necessarily at risk, but it means their promotability or salary increases will be. 3, more rapid decision making. Unlike 5 or 10 years ago when you could test and learn and have meetings and conference rooms with your supervisors, today employees and managers will be on the phone, go or no go, yes or no. They need to make that decision in real time. They wish that the executive were sitting next to them so that they could ask them, what decision would you make since you understand the strategy? 4th, mistrust of the management accounting system for transparency and accuracy. This should be of interest to the attendees here from the Chartered Accountants of Pakistan. We will talk about activity-based costing. Most managers do not trust the reports from the accounting department. 5, poor customer value management. Today, all customers in every industry are beginning to view suppliers as commodities. Therefore, for suppliers to be competitive, they need to provide differentiated services to different types of customers. That means you have to have more knowledge about customers, including how profitable they are. The accountants are underserving their line managers. They don't provide that information. 6, contentious budgeting, poor resource capacity planning. This may shock some of the listeners, but I believe that the annual budget process is so broken and is so messed up that the best solution is stop it, abandon it altogether. But if we abandon the budget, we have to ask the question, what was the purpose of a budget in the first place? And can we replace its purpose? We will talk about capacity-sensitive, driver-based, not only budgeting, but rolling financial forecasts when we get to that section. 7, dysfunctional supply chain management. This may not impact all of the attendees who are in the B2C, business to consumer space, but for supply chain companies, the issue is customers view their suppliers as the enemy. That has to stop because supply chains are competing against other supply chains. Trading partners in the supply chain need to collaborate and work as friends. They need to identify mutually beneficial projects and initiatives at the interface between the trading partners and share those savings. And finally, 8, unfulfilled return on investment promises from large IT systems like enterprise resource planning, ERP, or customer relationship management systems. And the issue here is if you ask chief information officers 3 years after a long journey of implementing that big software, how happy are you that the return on investment met or exceeded what the software salesman sold you on 3 years ago? Most of them would basically say it did not. We put in so much effort and we're not the value yet. The issue is it's essential to implement those systems. The issue is that the ROI is latent. It's buried in all of that transactional data, and what the enterprise performance management methods does is it releases the ROI like seeds from the ground.